The billionaires in the Democratic race for president may have gotten a little bit of a late start, but boy, are they making up for last time when it comes to spending some money, with Michael Bloomberg and Tom Steyer pouring in a combined $200+ million into TV ads, digital ads, really just dwarfing the ad buys from the rest of the Democratic field. Joining me now to talk about this as it unfolds and we head into 2020, Ed Pizzulli, GOP election attorney, and Jose Aristimuño, the former Deputy National Press Secretary for the DNC. Ed, Jose, thank you so much for joining me as we look ahead to 2020. And look at these numbers. We have these incredible numbers. Bloomberg, $120 million. You know, a lot of this has been spent in some key states, of course, California, North Carolina, Florida for Bloomberg. Tom Steyer spending some $83 million, focusing a lot of his spending in Iowa, South Carolina, Nevada, New Hampshire. But, man, big bucks down the line. I mean, what do you think, Ed, about all the spending?
You know, does anybody see the irony in having two white men billionaires who are running for the Democratic nomination for president, spending, trying to essentially buy themselves the nomination? Look, you know, Molly, it works in Florida and California. Those are big-ticket states for television. But ultimately, retail politics in places like New Hampshire and Iowa. The one thing I would say, though, is that Tom Steyer actually has 4 or 5% in South Carolina with African-American voters, and that is directly impacts Joe Biden. And so this is trouble for the Democrats.
Jose, what do you think? I think Ed basically raised the point of the question that I was going to ask you. And there's all this big spending. Meanwhile, you have, you know, some of the candidates literally spending a lot of their time out there on the field. Senator Warren, Senator Sanders, talking about, you know, evening the playing field in America. You know, your thoughts on just how this looks.
Look, I mean, I think first and foremost, I agree with Ed that there's no better politics than retail politics. But at the same time, the system that we're in needs money. You need money to participate. You need money to be competitive. And somebody like Tom Steyer, somebody like Bloomberg, they're not as well known as some of these other candidates. They're going to have an uphill battle if they want to try to win the nomination. So if they got the money to do it, you know, be it. You know, but that's not going to be everything. That's part of the ingredient in these primaries. But you got to, you know, people got to get to know you. You got to be likable, and your people got to care about your policies. So we'll see how this turns out, but it is a lot of money.
Now, third in line for spending thus far, we have Mayor Pete Buttigieg. There's been a little bit of a pile on Pete that we've seen lately. He's doing really well in Iowa. Ed, he has managed to bring in some dollars, and he is spending them, and he really seems to be under attack for the success he's seen thus far out there on the trail, Ed.
Yeah, he's been under attack, particularly from Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren, because, you know, Mayor Pete is essentially a leftist, but he's now dressed himself up and trying to get to just to the right of Sanders and Warren. But obviously having a fundraiser in a wine cave and raising a bunch of money. I mean, this is where the Democrats are today with this purity test and this idea that you cannot raise money from people who have it is just a ridiculous thing. But here's the point. Ultimately, the problem that Mayor Pete has is he's totally devoid of any real record. I mean, look, he's the mayor of South Bend, Indiana. I mean, to be blunt, he's not ready for prime time.
Well, that Midwestern charm seems to be working. He's been doing well in the polls. Jose, I want to bring you in, of course. Mayor Pete also has been getting slammed a little bit for his fundraising prowess. And most recently, his fundraising prowess included an attempt to raise money from a person donating the smallest unique amount to win the prize. And he obviously offered a prize, a fun way to contribute. They billed this as in a fundraising email. But then he got ripped for this. Of course, the Sanders campaign on this Buttigieg, what they considered it a gimmick. They write, the Pete for America innovation team out there working hard on Christmas Eve, coming up with gimmicks to lower his average donation amount this quarter. Funny stuff. So, you know, a lot of back and forth. But what do you think, Jose? You know, I mean, is this clever? And will it work? I mean, he seems to be having some success in fundraising thus far.
Look, he's been fundraising just fine. I think the way that that email came about, I think it's a little bit odd. I wouldn't have done that if I was part of that strategy. But look, that's Pete and his camp, right? Let him do. I got to give him. You know, I'll say this though. I'll give him an A+ for creativity. So look, politics is part of the game. You know, Bernie will say things, Pete will say things, but at the end of the day, it's all going to come out to Iowa. It's going to come down to Nevada, South Carolina, and beyond. And it's up. You know, it's ultimately up to the voters to decide.
It is fun to watch. Jose Aristimuño, Ed Pazzulli, I appreciate it. Thank you both for weighing in and for being here on this holiday week.
Thank you. Merry
2020
Christmas.
is going to be a lot of
Thank
fun to
you.
watch.
Thanks so much.